Hey everybody, and welcome to our knitting tips and tricks series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to join a second ball of yarn. This video is going to focus on how to join a ball of yarn at the beginning of a row, whether you are switching to a different color or you're adding a second color. Sometimes you're going to have to join a new yarn in the middle of a row, and we're going to cover that in a different video. In this video, we're going to show you how to start a new ball of yarn at the beginning of a row. You can see here we've run out of our previous color, or we cut it because we're simply switching to a new color. This technique is the same regardless of if you're adding a new color or if you're continuing with another ball of the same color. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your yarn ready so that it's ready to knit with. I'm going to go into my first stitch as if to knit just like normal. Except this time, instead of knitting with my yarn that's attached, I'm going to join this new yarn. I'm going to do that by simply laying it over the needle. You can see I just laid it right over the needle. I'll show you that one more time. I just take it around the back of the needle, and you'll see that I have these two tails just wrapped around the needle. I have a short tail, and then I have the yarn that's attached to my skein. I'm going to hold those snugly with my right hand, and I'm just simply going to finish knitting that stitch. You'll see I have this kind of gap here from it's pulling loose because that's where our old tail was. And we can fix that later. I'm just gonna pull it a little bit snug, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now when you knit your next stitch, you're gonna drop that tail so that you're only working with the yarn, the working yarn that's attached to the skein. I'm going to knit the next stitch, and that's it. You've just learned how to add a new color or a second ball of yarn if you're doing it from the beginning of a row. Again, you're going to see that these are loose, and that's okay, totally normal. We fix that later when we come back and work on our finishing technique of how to weave in those ends. So I hope that helped you learn how to switch to a new skein.